Hello, everyone. This is a Go Global World event, batch number 6. This is where we meet with investors on our global demo day. We have 4 global startups presenting, and now I'm asking our global investors to present themselves.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Fernando Ojeda. I work at a corporate VC fund named AC Ventures. We're sponsored by a Mexican company named Arca Continental. We, the fund, are here in Mexico City. The Arca Continental, who is our sponsored company, it's a bottling company for Coca-Cola system, the third largest bottler in the world, and the second largest bottler in Latin America, operates in Mexico, Argentina, Peru, Ecuador, and the south of the United States. So in that sense, we look for startups that can add value strategically to the corporate. We look for startups in the industries within retail tech, fintech, logistics and supply chain, and chain value of water and plastics. We look for startups in their pre-Series A and Series A, and also seed rounds. Tickets from $500,000 to $5 million are the ones we oftenly invest, and in seed rounds we can lower down the tickets a little from $200,000 to $250,000. That's basically us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mexico City. Awesome. Thank you. Good to have you, Fernando. Miii Uvodo, please introduce yourself and tell us about your fund.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miii Uvodo. I'm the managing partner of Afri-Global Venture Capital. We are a fintech and digital infrastructure focused venture capital fund. Our geo-focus really is more on the African continent, particularly the West African continent. We support ventures who are at the pre-seed stage, who are actually providing solutions to their local environment, but obviously have a very keen potential to provide global solutions, particularly in the areas of fintech and its verticals, such as how fintech has a confluence with health, with logistics, with commerce, and the rest. We are very particular about supporting ventures that incorporate the woman gender in their management. So we do apply a gender lens as much as possible. We're a young fund. Our ticket sizes are roughly between 25 and 100,000. But we do also bring a whole investment network to support when we do see very interesting businesses and ventures, particularly when they are cross-border. And we also want to support the businesses in terms of their geographical focus. Nice to be here.
Thank you so much, Miii. Are you based in Africa? Where are you guys based?
Nigeria. I'm based in Lagos. But I'm actually speaking to you from the United States because we do have quite a lot of in-sync possibilities here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Great to have you. Brian Emerson, and I think, Brian, you're from northern part of the United States.
Right. Yeah, Daniel, thanks again for another great conference. I think, as you know, I've been an angel investor since 2000 when I moved to the we did telecom companies down there and took them public. So my focus has been on communications. I also run an angel investor network group, which is at starlightcapital.co, where we deal with later stage companies, but we're always willing to help anybody who needs help. So give us a shout and let us know what we can do. And thanks again for another great conference.
Yeah, and Brian is based in Alaska, as far as I know. That's kind of awesome.
Right, yeah, the company itself is based in Houston, Texas, but my wife and I retired up to our lake house in Alaska a few years ago and enjoy being here in the summers.
Perfect. All right, thank you. Great to have you, Brian. TK, your turn.
Hi, my name is TK. I work at NTT Docomo Ventures. NTT Docomo is a Japanese Verizon. We are located in Palo Alto and looking for startups aiming the Japanese market. Thanks.
All right, so Palo Alto for Japan markets. Okay, great to have you. Pedro Masquita.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is Pedro here. I'm part of the investments team at Mindset Ventures. We started out in 2016 with kind of the idea of being the first Latin American roots fund that would only invest abroad. So we mainly raise money from Brazilian LPs, but we don't invest in the region. We only invest in startups based in the US and Israel. And then we help these foreign startups come and do business in Brazil. We invest early stage. So this for us means seed up until Series B. Our sweet spot is around Series A's. We usually don't lead rounds, and we invest in B2B software companies only. So I've been with the firm for the past 4 years now, mainly taking care of everything related to videos. So pleasure to be here and to meet you all.
Pleasure to have you. Where are you guys based?
So I'm based in San Francisco, but most of our team is in Brazil. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Brazil and San Francisco. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nihil Nayar.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nikhil Naya. I work for Rogue Insight Capital, which is a VC firm based in Toronto, in Canada. We are an industry agnostic firm that's invested globally previously, but our focus really is on North America itself. We typically look at the seed Series A stage really as our sweet spot, but I've invested in growth stage companies also. We look at three main mandates when we invest. The first one being diversity of the founders or senior leadership. Second one being social impact, and the third one being strategic value. We don't lead any rounds, we participate, but we've increased our check sizes along the way when we back companies. In terms of typical check size, if we come in at the Series A stage, we typically write check sizes of 250,000 up to $1 million, and then obviously increase the check sizes later on. Yeah, glad to be here and happy to connect with everyone that's here.
Awesome. Thank you. Toronto, Canada. Great to have you. Ahmed Al-Takair.
Hello, everyone. Dialing in from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, representing Dar Al Qanun Law and Investment Management Firm. I'm a senior advisor to our multiple family office division. We focus, we're sector agnostic, representing our clients. We invest in anywhere between pre-seed to Series A. For our pre-seed and seed portfolio, our check size is anywhere between 25 to 50K, and our Series A is anywhere between $100 to $250,000. Our geographical focus is the United States and West Europe and the United Kingdom. And thank you, Daniel, for hosting such a event.
Great to have you, and you participated before. I really appreciate that you keep working with our startups and joining our demo days. Really appreciate that. All right, Danny Brown, great to have you. Let's go next.
Hey everyone, great to meet you. My name's Danny Brown. I'm a partner over at Mac Venture Capital. We're a Los Angeles-based seed fund focused on what we call cultural investing. So we are looking for the next generation tech companies that are paying attention to market behavior changes, consumer behavior shifts, any kind of positive changes in society and that are impacting the economy in the world. We are completely vertical agnostic as well as geo agnostic. So we spent a lot of time applying that thesis to pretty much every category you can imagine, and it's a ton of fun. Generally, we look to lead. We write checks between 500K to 2.5 million. We primarily focus on seed. However, we will occasionally look at either really awesome pre-seed companies or well-priced Series A companies as well. Yeah, that's us in a nutshell.
Really nice to meet everybody and appreciate the introduction to this conversation, Daniel, and really looking forward to hearing the pitches. So a bit about me, I lead corporate strategy at T-Tech, and we are both a investor on a corporate basis, as well as I invest a lot on a personal basis from a family fund. And we invest across the entire gamut of tech, as well as kind of hard tech investments, and really excited to be able to listen in on this conversation.
Thank you so much. And where are you based?
Based in Denver.
Awesome, Denver, yeah. So yeah, great location. It's not only California, San Francisco, but also different parts of the United States. It's awesome. Thank you. Keith Yoder, let's go next.
name is Keith Yoder. I'm joined by my colleague, Jade Markinson. We are actually part of a single family office, which is bi-coastal. It's out of Los Angeles and Greenwich, Connecticut. We have just launched a seed fund, which has a general check size between $50,000 and $200,000, and are looking for businesses that are pre-revenue or very early stage revenue in very tech-driven companies. So anything associated with that, anything that is fintech, mom tech, green tech. We love building financial companies and have experience with blockchain, SaaS, everywhere from fashion to financial technology and real estate. So definitely excited to be here and excited to see what the companies have to offer.
And we're excited to have you. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. And let's begin our event. Judith Shah.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Before starting, I'd like to mention some of the role models that have led the foundation of this company. And all of them were moved with love and they were moved with passion. And they have the same synchronicity that our team holds. And some of them are Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Deepak Chopra, or say Muhammad Prophet, or if we see the likes of Swami Vivekananda or Martin Luther King, all of them were moved with passion and they inspired young people. And the same thing we are doing and with Ador, which is interest dating app enabling everlasting relationships. It's not just a company, it's a mission. Impact the next generation of youth in one of the most crucial aspects of their life, which is relationship. Online dating is more focused, needs to be more focused on personality of individuals, and based on the secondary research by various media companies, it is proven that online dating needs to shift towards personality of individuals rather just based on looks. And there must be a way by which young people can have 360-degree appeal for expressing and exploring based on their interest and passions. So we have created a dating app which is more holistic and focused on personality of individual and enables young audience to have 360-degree expression and exploration. So I'd like to show you how Ador works with example of Rahul, who's fitness and meditation enthusiast. On Ador, Rahul can create his profiles for fitness and meditation by uploading photograph, writing description, and mentioning proficiency level in multiple categories, in addition to adding his live photographs. Once he does that, our proprietary algorithm will suggest him profiles based on common or complementary interests, and that will lead him to more compatible matches, which will be higher in number compared to other dating apps. And we have proven that our model is working in a phenomenal way in spite of consistent growth rate of 50% month on month, wherein the swipe ratio, which is the major metrics for pre-seed companies at our stage, is twice better than industry standards, wherein we have already witnessed growth of 50% in terms of our swipes and reached monthly active user base of 8,000. Global dating market size is multi-billion-dollar, and from the market where we have started, which is India, 50% of audience is below 28 years of age, which is a very young nation. And we have received phenomenal support from them who are creating their interest-based profiles and matching based on common and complementary interests. Right now, we are providing premium club memberships, wherein we provide 9 and 6 plus benefits. We have received initial traction in terms of paid user subscriptions and profile uplift and club memberships. And we have also launched our full hosted ads platform, which is at par with multi-billion-dollar companies. Our go-to-market is very clear. We have launched Ador Love Short Conversations where 55 leaders like Miss Asia, India, spiritual icons, TV celebs, and all of them have come on our platform and shared their stories organically. They have opened up their heart because it's the company which is driven by love and passion. On above, we also use Google AdWords, Meta, and other performance marketing channels to gain more users. We can say that there is no top global dating app which has holistic appeal in terms of interest-based matchmaking like Ador does. And we are like the proprietary app in India with IPs and trademarks. Our secret sauce is that we have done what the companies in Series B stage do. We have AI ML based gender recognition, inappropriate text moderation, and the reason that we have enabled it is because I want to create a dating app that is a mainstream and which is adopted by everyone in their households in India. On top of it, as I mentioned, we are the only dating app that where young people can express and explore based on common or complementary interests like nowhere else. We are looking for a pre-seed round of 750K, and this will help us to reach a milestone of 2.5 million signups with a monthly active user base of 300,000 and daily active user base of 15,000. And we have this fantastic team wherein Asha has 18 plus years of experience in performance marketing, web and app development into startup space, and she has been ex-P&G employee. I've done my MBA in international business from top 10 B schools. Aman is a part-time CTO and has 3+ years of experience and has a very full supported community of developers. On our advisor sits Amit,
Please,
who is a
please
co-founder
wrap it up. You're out of time.
Yeah, who is a co-founder of Lenskart, which is a Indian unicorn. Hetal, Sonpal, and Venkatesh, who are like the prominent advisors, and Vishal, who has been the first investor with us in our US-based Delaware incorporated company. Again, I like to say that you're not investing in a company, you're investing in a mission where you're enabling young people to grow based on finding their everlasting love with Ador. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Ravi, please go ahead, ask a question.
Yeah, I think filling the form as well, but quick question to kind of kick things off. Like, dating is almost always kind of like a chicken or egg problem. I'm wondering how you're kind of seeding that and how you're planning on growing that.
Yeah, so what we are doing right now is we have already launched a full-fledged product, and we have received traction in terms of our swipe ratio in spite of the consistent growth rate. So that proves that in spite of the growth, the swipe ratio is twice improved than industry standards. And the recent publications, as we see in China as well as in India, interest dating is the next way forward, which is also being proven with our matrices.
All right, Nikhil, please go ahead.
Thanks, Udit, for that that pitch. I just wanted to ask a question based on the engaging content and also the exploration and expression pillars. Could you elaborate on that a bit further, please?
Sure. So on Ador, on our product, like young people can build their interest profiles by uploading photograph, writing description, and mentioning proficiency level for multiple interests. So they can do it for yoga and meditation, as well as for, like, say they are having 2-3 interests, they may be beginner into it or they're just exploring into it. They can create their profiles. On top of it, they can also upload their live photographs, which they do on all other dating apps. So on Ador, the quality of profiles are much higher compared to other dating platforms, because here the personality of person is getting shown up. So that's the reason that there are more swipes, like more engagement and qualitative engagements, because people are expressing themselves and as well as exploring each other based on common or complementary interests. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Mope Abudu.
I'll send you like product demo video if that helps you clarify the doubt in a clear way. Yeah.
Hi. Okay, so quick question. So it seems interesting in terms of how you want to attract people to the platform using interest rather than just the need for dating. But how long do you see your customer base staying online? As soon as they possibly find the dates, do they tail off? Just to understand how you want to keep your customer base continuous.
Yeah. So the India, as we see, the market is very young. So like, as I mentioned, like 50% of audience is below 28 years of age. So even if they find their match and if they move out of the dating, we have like the new users that will be continuously coming. Like, it's the population wherein 1.4 billion audience, and it's still not penetrated in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 markets of India, whereas there's huge scope. So we have very clear brand positioning wherein we want them to check out of the dating if they have found their everlasting love. So yeah.
All right. Are there more questions to the team, or we move to the next startup? Awesome. Thank you so much, Udit, for your
Thanks a lot.
presentation. I just want to mention that these are the pre-seed stage startups, and they are at early traction and validation of their market fit. We also have seed stage startup pitches and a Series A startup pitches. So these are specifically for pre-seed startups. All right, thank you. And the next startup is Miii Boards.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael, founder of Miii. We are a PaaS platform that analyze physical behavior with a high accuracy and help via extended reality. For example, if today you go to snowboard instructor, you meet this guy. He will be screening a lot of don't understandable words. Okay, in the best case, you just run with him on the hands. But anyway, people can feel their body during studying. Today, we're doing unbelievable for humanity. But when we go to such important question as education, physical education, we get this one. So we create solution which helps to feel how to use your body straight on the mountains. How it works, you set up device on snowboard, connect it with your headphones, and it will give you the tactical feedback on the smartwatch and the sound signals. Right, people go to step-by-step education right on the mountains. So our secret sauce is inertial navigation, which helps to create movement recreation with very high accuracy without using GPS signal. We have some competitors in the field, but we have all the functions as tactical sound feedback, improvement statistics, training and advice, and as well we give 3D movement visualization for teaching ML system. Our initial market in USA has 500 resorts with 700,000 students per year with average price of $300. If we only sell 1% of this market, we can easily reach 2 million for the first year. All in all, our market is 50 billions because device is so easy to use in similar extreme sports as skateboarding, surfing, kite surfing, longboarding, etc. So on the basis of this framework, every company or private teacher can create their ready-to-use from the ready-to-use preset their own study course and monetize it. Our main focus is not the hardware, but the software, because even right now we get some demand from sport companies, medicine, and gamification sphere. For now, we have a working prototype and recreate the movement in 2D dimension with the self-cost of the device of $30. For now, we finish YC school, get first sales, business, B2B company, sportwear company from USA. For now, we're taking money for developing beta version to prepare to take participants in World War Championship in snowboard. After which we start crowdfunding campaign and take acceleration program in New York City. So we have a good advisors board from architecture solutions, data science, and manufacturing. As well, we have partners in crowdfunding and agreement with the biggest provider community with 100 users per month. Sorry. For now, we're raising 100,000 to prepare beta version to start crowdfunding campaign and to get participation in World War Championship for snowboarding. So our team has all experience and knowledge for creating this device and get this to the market. I'm aviation technique and sell online and affiliate business, and I teach 1,000 people during the last years as snowboard and kitesurf instructors. Roman is our experienced CTO, and he was conducted in created electric skateboards, which was sold hardware company. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much, Mikhail.
Hi, Misha. I just have a question about what has been your strategy to validate the solution you're building, to validate it with the market?
We've done customer development, and before this, it is the core version of the product. We create the first one to validate it on similar related sports in calisthenics, no, CrossFit. And moreover, I'm snowboard instructor, so I validate the idea before it was created, the physical product, because the behavior of people and how they approach to study right now is changing. And before this, they try to study their selves, only then to take instructors. So we just give them the tactical feedback during self-education.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Are there more questions to Mikhail? Anyone else? Okay, Michiel, go ahead.
Thanks for the pitch. I just wanted to ask, what are the missing skill sets of the core team?
Missing skills? We don't have a good business analytic on the US market, as well as strong marketing knowledge also in US market. And that's why we are going to get this through the acceleration program in Startup Europe, because they can help us with this missing knowledge.
Awesome. Ravi, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering if there are any tangents to kind of Web3 use cases like gaming and things of that nature.
We're more going after to gamification process of physical education, and also if we move to 3D visualization, for example, to create 3D object, for now it's not so difficult, but it's much more difficult to create the real movement of this object, to put it into, for example, metaverse, because it takes a lot of cameras, sensors, and it takes a lot of money. So in this way, we just use a simple device from which we can recreate the movement of the of some specific sports, or in some specifics, for example, action, and put it into, you can put in this data any 3D object, and it would be the real movement only in 3D world.
Please open your presentation. And, yeah. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
You have 5 minutes, please. You may begin now.
Thank you. My name is Orkan. And last year, after a successful exit together with my co-founders, we have reinvested in our second startup. It's Uvodo. In a nutshell, the SaaS e-commerce platforms like Shopify don't allow customizations, and while taking a lot of commissions and recurring fees as businesses grows. So we developed Uvodo. It's source available e-commerce platform for a one-time fee that enables full customization. So they are 12 million online stores, and we're going to charge them around 1,000 USD potentially. Global TAM is more than 10 billion. Initially, we're targeting e-commerce entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. So we are raising the seed round to reach the 1 million revenue in less than 24 months. So being in the e-commerce industry for the last 5 years and talking with more than 2,000 e-commerce business owners and entrepreneurs, we have discovered that the commissions and recurring fees of SaaS e-commerce platforms are a major concerns of online business owners. Besides that, SaaS e-commerce platforms don't allow customization since the source code is not available. So we built Uvodo, where e-commerce merchants are able to fully customize their online store by just paying only once. Uvodo allows unlimited customization and development freedom for online sellers, e-commerce developers, and web development agencies. You can get the Uvodo up and running in 3 steps. Basically, you just need to download the Uvodo zip file from our sales channels, install it on your server, and add products to start selling online. We sell Uvodo licenses for a one-time fee directly and from the different marketplaces. We are providing the support services based on annual subscriptions. Also, we are selling plugins and templates from our Uvodo store. It's our marketplace. So we get the 20% cut from the partners selling from our marketplace. Things are working. We are growing 20% month over month. It's in a small ranch. We just started. We do see a great potential here to become a dominant in the market. Our MVP has been in the market for 6 months, and we saw high demand for our product. We sold 60 licenses. Our one-off revenue is 7,000 USD, and our community of e-commerce developers grew over 300 members. Those are agency owners and entrepreneurs, and we've got more than 140 future requests from them that we feel that these are really good demand. So recently we have delivered 40 plus features and released the second version. We're expecting to make a 4K this month. So the expansion plan from day one is to go globally. We are targeting basically 35 different countries where the e-commerce are in scale. And our main market is in North America. Currently, we're targeting solopreneurs from small countries where e-commerce are on the rise. So we have started selling from the Uvodo market. This is a niche of the marketplace for solopreneurs looking for code-based products. Next, we are going to for agencies or web development agencies. And the way how we're going to reach them is by partnering with the hosting providers and making more marketplaces like G2. And then enterprises, which comes at the end, we're going to get them with the direct sales and connect with them through the technology partnerships and the sponsorships. Our market opportunity is $10 billion. It's calculated over the available 12 million online stores with 1,000 USD LTV. This is how we're going to charge them potentially the maximum. In the first 3 years, our goal is to get the 1% from it, and we do see potential to unlock 20% of the market in the next 7-8 years. So we share market with the huge players like WooCommerce, Shopify, Wix, and BigCommerce. So why you would have some killer benefits. Like I have 50 reasons why you have to switch from Shopify to Uvodo. Basically, we're going to beat them by some killer benefits for the customers, which is no recurring fees and commissions at all. It gives a full customization options with a clear API to integrate any third-party technologies and dedicated support and account team. So we have great reviews for the last couple of days. So none of this will be possible without a great team. Before Uvodo, there was an Excel and e-commerce conversion SaaS that was successfully acquired by after 3 years of growth for 7 digits by the App Hub, Silversmith Capital Partners. Now we are continuing Uvodo with the same management team, where the founders known each other for more than 10 years. Currently, our headcount is 9 full-time members. We are working all together. And 2 part-time members basically are writers distributed within the growth, product, and marketing departments. So this is just beginning. We have just closed our pre-seed round of 300,000, where we, co-founders and angels invested. It was an equity round over the 3 million pre-money valuation. We are spending these funds for product development, customer development, and early marketing efforts. So we have a plan to raise 500,000 in the Q1 of the next year. 200,000 from it is already booked. It's also angels that we are going to spend for customer acquisition to reach 1 million revenue by end of 2024. So our goal is to accelerate e-commerce growth globally. That's the story, basically. I'd love to find out if this is something you may want to invest in. God bless you.
Thank you. You were a little bit out of time, so thank you so much anyways. Okay, please, dear investors, start evaluation forums and ask your questions. Are there any questions to this founder?
Yeah, thanks for that, Okrem. I just wondered, just to be clear, so is your target audience, you mentioned the solopreneurs, Have you, in your beta stage, done any assessment to ensure that the fees you're looking to have them sign on? I think I recollect seeing something about a recurring $100 and then some sign-on fees. Have you evaluated their capacity to pay, to keep on being on it, and then the full use? And is there anything like a freemium kind of position to at least get them engaged?
Thank you for question, Mope. Yeah, we've been in interaction with 100 of the entrepreneurs and online merchants, and we validated the problem, and we asked it and made the surveys. Based on that, we set the pricing for our licenses. Currently, we're selling the two kind of license, the one for self-use, which is below the 100 USD, and the one for agencies is around the 5,000 USD. So basically, those two category of users have different LTVs, but currently we are targeting the small entrepreneurs, online merchants who are tired to pay recurringly for the SaaS platforms. And that's why we came up with this idea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mope. Nikhil?
Hi, great presentation. I just wanted to ask about, I just wanted to ask a basic question. Why hasn't anyone done this before, like Shopify or anyone else?
Basically, there's some players who are like for a one-time fee or even for free. We can tell that there's a Medusa GS, there's Cilius, there's couple other players in the market. They just put their basic solutions as open source, but we checked more than 50 e-commerce solutions, and more or less all of them are stuck on some points. And collecting all of this pros and cons from this market players, we decided to have this kind of model of the Uvodo. So our first version was like really bad, and we just released our second version. We believe that we can make it good. So.
All right, thank you. Are there more questions to Arhan?
Yeah, I had one quick question. Just sort of on the size of the round and the projected runway. 500K kind of in this marketing economy, I guess. I just wanted to understand the rationale for growth and also maintaining 18 months runway with just a marginally larger raise from your last one.
Yeah, basically we are operating from Azerbaijan. The cost of living and GDP is not so high in such countries, and that's the reason why we are keeping the headquarters back office from this location. And reaching the 1 million ARR is going to be by getting the 50 agency owners. Basically, this is how we calculated our next 18 months runway. We are going to increase the burn from the 17K monthly up to 30K monthly by hiring people and by making more partnerships and sponsorships. So this is going to be enough for us to reach the 1 million ARR with this money.
Okay.
All right, great question, great answer. Okay, now we are approaching the final startup from Mexico City. Pedro, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Perfect. Hi, guys. I'm Pedro Gutierrez. I am from Costa Rica. I live in Mexico City. I'm going to tell you a story about how the inventory is a big pain for merchants. In the last 2 years, 3 years, due to pandemic, most merchants weren't ready to manage the surge of orders coming from conversations, online store, and other traditional channels that they were used to have. This is impacting how the inventory is controlled behind the scenes. We have talked with more than 400 merchants in the last 16 months. And that what they told us is, you know, WhatsApp is the main channel I'm receiving a lot of orders. It's like the new Shopify. And a part of that, I have e-commerce platforms. I have a physical store. I'm going to events and showrooms. And with that, I'm selling wholesale and resellers with consignation models as well. What happened? All of them, they end up using Excel spreadsheets to have the traceability of what is happening behind the scenes with the inventory. It's a waste of time and money They are hiring people only to have all these consolidated data in one place, which is Excel spreadsheets. The data is not updated in real time, and it's so easy to lose that. They are running out of stock because they don't have that control. They don't have alerts. They don't have a lot of different data. And due to this lack of information, they cannot make the best decisions to grow. That's how we created Avify. It's one master inventory to trace them all. It's easy to use for any kind of merchants because we have talked with people that they have 20 years in the commerce, but this is the first time they are going to jump into the digital experience. They are updating only one inventory, which is the master one. They have automation for invoicing and delivery, which is the aha moment that we found in all these interviews. And they can record every movement. It doesn't matter where it happened, which is one of the most important information they need. So with this, they get enriched data to make smart decisions and faster, get access to every movement in every corner. It is reducing 20 times the time they usually spend to do all these manual tasks of printing, shipping labels, doing the invoicing, and updating all the inventory in the different categories they have, and focus on growing sales using the insights that we are providing to them. The competitors that we have found, they don't focus on inventory traceability. They focus on how can I provide you the e-commerce platform, how can I provide you an ERP, in example, Uvodo, which is one of the mentioned in different interviews, is like, yeah, we received a request from Ador, but it's an ERP, it's so robust, and they want us to work with the entire business, and we don't want that. We want to focus on the inventory, and they are charging $2,000 for the setup only. So we're focusing on the in and outs of the inventory. It doesn't matter where it goes, and the resellers and the consignation management, which is so manual, even for the people that is reselling all these products, is a big pain to update all these units. Our business model is a subscription plan that increases as the business grows. Right now, we have 15% off of these prices that you're watching right now. And right now, it depends on the amount of orders. And there are multiple features that can be unlocked depending on the size of the company and the tier that they are paying. We started this last year. We used to be a software agency, which shut down in December. We launched our first product, the product that we are using right now in January this year. We used to have over 100 customers, but in the first process of this year, we understood who is our ideal customer profile. We did some pricing experiments and the MVP validation, and right now we are on 80 merchants with a new pricing model with the 50% off. And right now we are growing with a metric to get one customer per day. This is how we are working right now, that we have this ideal customer detection. We're focusing on Mexico right now, and we're chasing right now the retail Latin market. We have heard from different investors and other advisors that this is a big pain in Africa and India as well, but we're going to be focusing right now in the Latin market. There's a total addressable market of 400 million small and medium enterprises worldwide. In Latin America, it's 13 million. And our goal is to reach 100,000 in the next 8 years, starting in Mexico, then moving to Colombia, Chile, Ecuador, Argentina, in verticals like cosmetics, skincare, apparel, accessories, and ready-to-go foods like coffee. Eventually, we can scale to enterprise customers because we have interviewed them and they have the same pain with a different level, but we will see how it goes in the future. How are we going to make this? The secret sauce is the education and community. A lot of these merchants, they have a lack of education in a lot of the different parts, and we are the lead of opinion of that. It's like, okay, Avify can't teach me that. They have a solid tool, so we are doing workshops, education, network events, interviews, influencer referrals that they are working already with entrepreneurs. We are working closely with people that they are using meta apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. Mercado Libre, which is losing a lot of money during the year because the merchants, they don't have order in the inventory, and Amazon as well. And on the other side, the partnerships with the integrated tools that we already have for delivery, invoicing, payment, and marketing solutions. And we are creating content to be the #1 resource to grow the business digitally in TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, blogs. I'm performing all the time in Reels. It's amazing, and it's a good job to be very close to the insights of the people. This is my team. We used to have a software agency in 2017. We started. We finished last year. We have developed more than 100 projects in e-commerce integrations, a lot of the projects from zero to hero. We know how it works. We know how the Latin America landscape works. Last week, we got selected by Meta and Plug and Play to be part of the first batch of Future of Messaging for Commerce, which is validating that this is a big pain behind the scenes. We are seeking $600,000 in our pre-seed round with a SAFE and a $5 million post-money valuation. So far, we have 155,000. And the idea is to reach 500 businesses in the next 16 to 18 months, so we can reach 1 million in ARR, and we can look for the seed round in January 2024 or the first quarter of 2024. Dividing in software development, specifically the 60% is for that. We have a technical debt and a waiting list right now. And the rest is for marketing, video content, and put Avify in the top of mind of the people. So if you want to join us to shape the future of the commerce and retail, impact more than 100,000 businesses, generate more jobs and opportunities, change the life of thousands of merchants, let's start. Thank you very much. Good idea.
Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Hi, Pedro. I have a question about the market. What's the size of the merchants you're targeting, and which has been your strategy to acquire them?
Yeah, right now, at least they are selling 100 times a month. At least that's like a good ideal customer profile in the basic level. The ideal customers, like the good ones that they can pay $249 a month, they have at least 3 or 4 people in the team. They are selling between 500 and 1,000 orders per month. They are actively posting in TikTok and LinkedIn, sorry, on Instagram and Facebook, sometimes if it's the correct channel. And what they want to do is open a physical store, export, and start selling in other countries, but they don't have found specifically the way how to do it. So that's the main ideal customer. We started the year with baby businesses that they barely sold anything. So we started getting rid of those, and we're focusing on those that they are really having the pain behind the scenes with the inventory.
All right. Are there more questions, Fernando?
But you're focused on merchants that are selling online only?
Specifically, the main merchants that we are attending right now, they started selling in WhatsApp and Instagram, every social commerce conversations. And they have from 10, 7 have considered to start opening e-commerce platform. So every time we touch that point, it's like, oh yeah, I have been trying, but I don't know if it's gonna take a lot of time. So they are selling most of the time in WhatsApp and Instagram, and some of them that they already have an online store. They told us like, yeah, I'm selling 60% in my e-commerce, 40% in social commerce. And every time I receive an order from the conversation, I need to go and do a fake purchase on my WordPress, my Shopify, whatever. So it's a lot of time they are wasting. And if they need to do shipping labels, everything is manual. They have people hired only for that.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
All right. Are there more questions for this team? Glad everyone is exchanging contacts. That's great. So I hope Fernando and Pedro, you guys meet in person here in Mexico City.
Yeah.
That will be fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah, will be good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Pedro, for a great presentation. Thank you, everyone, for presenting your products. I know that's not an easy stuff. You're doing this probably. This is the first steps in your companies, and this is not an easy way of raising capital. Good luck to you all. You're from around the world, and this is the place where you're increasing your chances to be funded, to grow your businesses. So excited to have you. So I'm asking all participants to stay here, and I'm going to open the breakout rooms. Please finalize the feedback forms. So we'll share this information with the startups. All the feedback is really important, and especially about the event. So please finish the forms. I'm opening the breakout rooms, and on this note, the formal part of the session is being finished. I'm grateful to the investors for participating, to the startup going through the program. And please share the information about this event to other startup founders so more can join and we can help more entrepreneurs. The selection process here is a little tough, but we want to select the best ones. And so the more startups you bring, the more startups will get a chance to meet global investors. Thank you so much for participating, guys, and looking forward to see everyone on our future events. Congratulations to everyone.